Hey, this is the Mighty OB'a once again on clbTV and 1080 AM WFO Radio and YouTube here with our weekly sports update. We are coming to the end of the preseason as the Buffalo Bills begin preparation for the regular season opener against the Kansas City Chiefs. They've got a lot of areas that are beginning to be concern of a lot of people. But during the preseason, please don't get too excited nor too concerned. Once things start during the regular season is when we really start going after what the Bills are doing. During the preseason, a lot of the games are scripted, coach against coach, asking the other coach to do certain things because they want to see how certain players react under blitz situations, really talking about the offensive line, how defensive lines deal with different things that the offenses are doing. These are all things that are scripted by coaches before preseason games so they can better evaluate their personnel before they have to make cuts. The first cut is coming. I don't know who on the Bills is really in trouble because this has been just a rapid-fire season without the OTAs and without being able to take a close look at the Bills during training camp. It's hard to see who is on the bubble and who's not on the bubble with that first cut. But one of the things that we know for sure is that the Buffalo Bills have some very young players who they're interested in developing, and that veteran players at best make some serious contributions or prove that they are worth keeping on this team. That is something I think that we all have to look at. Now, with the Lee Evans trade, a lot of people are being very negative about the Lee Evans trade, but of course I was one of the first people that reported that Lee Evans was not in the plans for the Buffalo Bills for the 2011 season. Once management found out that other teams were interested in giving up draft choices for Lee Evans, they decided to pretend like he was in the plans and ended up getting a fourth-round pick. This is kudos to the Buffalo Bills management for handling themselves in a way for getting back something when in actuality they could have just released Lee Evans and not got back anything. Now, with Aaron Maben gone, they're beginning to cut the ties of a failed administration under Donahoe, under Marv Levy, and under Dick Gerard, which was really the Russ Brandon area of running the operation of the Buffalo Bills. But we're looking at a team that has been revamped and ready to make a move. I think there's some serious talent on the Buffalo Bills. I believe Chan Gailey will do a good job of game planning. I think Dave Wannstedt's input on the defensive side of the ball are already paying dividends. The Denver Broncos have a very good running game still. They have Willis McGahee. They have good running backs. They only average 3.2 yards per carry in the preseason loss to the Denver Broncos. So there were some good things during that game. One of the concerns that a lot of people had was the pass rush of the Denver Broncos, and of course that was reflected by Ryan Fitzpatrick only averaging 4.7 yards per passing attempt. That is usually an indicator that that quarterback was under some serious pressure. So we're looking for some advances with the Buffalo Bills as we approach the end of preseason, as they get ready for the season opener against Kansas City Chiefs, a team that has also struggled during the preseason. But don't gauge the preseason by everything you're looking at. A lot of these games are scripted. So don't get excited. Regular season is coming. We're going to see who makes the Buffalo Bills. On next week, we'll talk about the cuts, who didn't make it, who made it, and the final cuts of the Buffalo Bills are coming in the next week and a half, and we'll talk more about that as we prepare for the NFL season 2011 countdown to Super Bowl in Indianapolis, Indiana in February. This all for the Mighty OB'a. We'll see you next week right here on clbTV and the internet at www.wfoam.com and 1080 AM WFO Radio every Saturday from 12 to 1 on the greatest station in the country, 1080 AM WFO. We'll see you next week. I'm the Mighty OB'a.